Smash Ultimate balance patches kinda suck. This is fact, but they coulda sucked a lot more. You see, Vanilla Smash Ultimate 1.0.0 had a couple of things that probably, maybe, shouldn't have been in a fighting game ever. But if you didn't get to experience these atrocities, no worries, because emulating Smash Ultimate with Yuzu grants me the fearsome power to apply balance patches at will. So today, let's check out the pre-nerf versions of 3 of Ultimate's most neutered former broken top tiers, including what I consider to be the sleeper, most nerfed character in Smash balance patch history. Thanks to a couple big changes I don't actually think all that many people know about. It kind of went under the radar, but I really think us Ultimate players dodged a major bullet, because trust me, this could have been very, very bad. So, getting right into it, first off is Olimar, and you know, I was trying to think of a good introduction to Vanilla Smash Ultimate Olimar, but then I realized I have the game right here, and you know, a picture is worth 1,000 words, so I want you to take a good look at this.
Nice.
Olimar, to me, is an example of a couple of laser-focused nerfs getting right to what was exploitable about a character. Basically, Smash attacks good. And yes, I know, this is the detailed insight you subscribe for, but seriously, up smash and forward smash were just too broken. They were ridiculous moves that could be used in too many situations, and they had to be fixed. And in 2 back-to-back patches, 3.0.0 and 3.1.0 in April and May 2019, all of that changed. So to begin with, up smash got 3 frames more lag. That is 1/20th of a second, and it doesn't sound like a lot. In fact, I'm actually going to go and put a black circle on the screen and flash it red for 3 frames. Boom, super fast. But for a move like this, 3 frames can actually be everything, because in Smash, vertical moves are just broken. If you think about it, for a kill move, you know, if I put Captain Falcon at 100%, you can see that a vertical kill move will kill anywhere on the screen. It doesn't rely on stage positioning or anything like that. There are tons of back airs in this game that are really strong in the corner when you have somebody at the edge of the screen. But once you get somebody to the middle of the screen, they're kind of weak because you need that positioning to make the move good. But an up smash doesn't care about that. A vertical move will kill anywhere on the screen. And, you know, that's fairly standard. Most characters have a strong up smash that they can get kills with. But the other thing about vertical moves is that they combo so well if they don't have any end lag. If you think about it, with a vertical move, gravity is going to be helping you get the combo. You don't have to run over to where they are with your stubby Olimar legs or whatever and then try to follow up. A vertical move will have gravity assisting you, and you can combo out of up smash. Because it has no lag, it's an amazing combo starter, and it even combos into and out of itself. It has like a link in combos. Like look at this. This is ridiculous. Up smash, up air, up air. You do it with like a yellow Pikmin, you can make it even more true because it has the electric effect, a bit more hit stun, being a projectile. And yeah, look, 60% damage off of a straight up smash. And keep in mind, you know, he doesn't have to just fish for this. Olimar is a zoner. He's going to be chucking Pikmin at you. He's going to be spacing with forward airs. He can grab you from across the stage into a ton of damage. So Olimar is going to be playing this annoying game plan, and then if you get in his face, he can out of shield up smash you. And suddenly, he just gets a ridiculous combo off of that. So it made this character kind of overtuned because he could zone, but also get in your face and just do ridiculous combos. And those 3 frames that they added to up smash in the patch, even though, again, they might not look like a lot of time, they simultaneously nerf his out of shield game, they nerf his combo game, they nerf his ability to just throw out this amazing kill move and get stocks. And they also made it less safe on block, which, I mean, up smash versus shield, if I put Captain Falcon into control here and have him shield, up smash is just amazingly safe on shield, and it also does a ton of shield damage. It actually still does, especially if I have a purple Pikmin. This thing is just an absolute monster versus shield. Yeah, that's terrifying. Now, on top of this up smash nerf, Olimar also got a forward smash nerf. And this was actually also 3 frames, but it also included a shield damage nerf, because this move if you think up smash was good against shield, this thing just broke shields. So again, he's a zoner. He's going to be chucking Pikmin at you, and they make you want to shield. And he already has great grab reward, but now suddenly he can just chuck a Pikmin at you and either poke you or just break your shield. Not fun to play against, and thankfully it got a massive shield damage reduction in the patch. But before that, Olimar was just so terrifying versus your block, and everywhere in general. And of course, forward smash also got that 3-frame nerf in terms of lag, but it didn't quite matter as much as up smash. I would say this is still a pretty great spacing move, pretty long ranged, and it's still very safe on block. And he can still follow up on it, just not as well as up smash. So between these two moves getting nerfed, that really did a lot to hurt his neutral and his ability to get kills. But there were still a couple more nerfs aside from the smash changes, and these also made a huge difference, because on top of having this amazing offensive pressure and punish game, Olimar actually had a pretty crazy disadvantage state. You think a character like this is supposed to be kind of a glass cannon, right? He's light, and he can die pretty early, but his recovery used to go so far, regardless of how many times you'd used it before. So it has this gas mechanic where if you keep on up-being, you're supposed to go less distance, but it really didn't come into play in vanilla. You know, I keep on using it over and over again, and it recharges so fast. Like, I can literally up-B almost max height after waiting for just a second. Which is not how the move was supposed to work at all. And in the patch, they actually made it so that Olimar had a lot less fuel when he was trying to recover with up-B, so it made it a lot more reasonable. And on top of that, they also nerfed his hurtbox. This little Olimar thing, I mean, he was just so hard to hit. A lot of moves would just not work on him, and they made his hurtbox a lot bigger, so he was easier to hit. In fact, pretty infamously, they screwed up really bad when they tried to make Olimar's hurtbox a bit bigger. They didn't actually increase the size of his shield. So you see, if I put Captain Falcon to forward smash or whatever, you know, I can block things pretty effectively. Works like a normal shield, but you can see in between when they fixed this bug, actually pretty recently, and in May 2019 when they nerfed his hurtbox, Olimar players would literally block something, like a cloud back air, and it would just kill him anyway. It was like your shield wouldn't work sometimes. So it's kind of like they fixed all these things on Olimar that were broken, and then they made him literally broken. It's kind of an example of swinging too far in one direction after trying to nerf a character. But Olimar is still really good, and they did eventually fix that shield thing. So I think overall this patch was a success. I mean, the fact that up smash was an amazing out of shield option, an amazing kill move, something you could just throw out whenever you wanted to, and that it also gave you these ridiculous like 60% combos, that's just too much for one move for me. And yeah, aside from that, nothing huge got changed on Olimar. They did nerf the shield damage of side special a little bit, which mostly comes into play when you have a purple. So if I put Captain Falcon on control again, and have him shield, you know, it did do moderate shield damage, nothing crazy. But yeah, the big thing was those smash attacks, which were just ridiculously broken in Vanilla Smash Ultimate. I would never want to fight this. Our second former top tier is Pichu. And you know, no surprises here. I feel like for a lot of newer Smash players, pre-nerf Pichu was like the boogeyman, this fearsome creature that terrorized old tournaments fueled by sheer game balancing and competence. And while that's definitely true, I have seen a lot of misinformation pop up about what actually got changed. So to be clear, aside from increases to self-damage, only 2 moves ever actually got nerfed on Pichu. The thing is, those 2 moves were just the worst. They were the worst. One of them is forward tilt, which used to kind of do everything. At frame 5, it comes out pretty much faster than most characters' jabs. I don't know why Mario's head is blue, but okay. Oh yeah, forward tilt. So yeah, it's faster than most characters' jabs, and it lasts forever, and you can just kind of do it. And in Vanilla Smash Ultimate, it basically used to be the Microsoft Paint erase tool. It was absurdly strong for no reason, which made it a move with very few weaknesses. It had bad range, and that was pretty much it. It even has if I go to 0% damage, a 100% trip chance. 100% of the time, they'll trip below about 20% damage. So it linked into anything. It was also a combo move. Kind of a recurring theme here in early Smash Ultimate. A lot of combo moves that were also kill moves for no reason. Yeah, and oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, little minor detail, you can do 2.5 of them per second. You can do 2.5 of these every single second. I remember watching Void play Pichu in early Ultimate, and when he got people at ledge at like 100% damage, he just kind of started forward tilting, and like his opponent's stock just went away. And Void showed that if you were, I don't know why his head is still blue. That's so odd. But Void showed that basically if you were a top player already, you could make Pichu this unstoppable destructive force, and forward tilt was a big reason why that was. And it was really fun watching him crush people's will to live for a time, but you know, probably not that good for this game in the long run. I would not want to be one of those people that was getting destroyed. But luckily, also in May 2019, alongside the Olimar patch, Justice was carried out. And this move's knockback, it went down pretty dramatically, honestly. I went from about 150 to 130 knockback growth, which might not look like a lot on paper, but you know, these knockback nerfs are usually a slap on the wrist, right? Like Wolf, when he got his down smash nerfed, it was basically inconsequential. This nerf did pretty much nothing, and down smash is still broken. But no, Pichu forward tilt is much weaker in present day Smash Ultimate compared to back then when it was just an absolute monster of a move. But yeah, it still has an amazing trip chance, and actually getting its knockback nerfed made it trip for even longer. Because it's weaker and it makes you slide across the ground for longer in present day Ultimate. So honestly kind of a buff in some ways, but thankfully this move is just so much more reasonable now that it doesn't kill at ridiculous percentages. It's kind of a wet noodle compared to its former self. Hey, so unfortunately it looks like my Nintendo Switch emulator crashed, no doubt because of the raw destructive power of Blue Mario. So I'm just going to be booting right back up and getting back into it. But yeah, forward smash. Forward smash is the other broken move on Pichu in Vanilla Smash Ultimate. This move is just obscene. And unlike F-tilt, it actually still is broken in terms of kill power. They never made this one a wet noodle. It is as far from being a wet noodle as is physically possible. If I put Mario to even just like 80 damage, honestly, with no rage or anything, and then I set him to control, make him DIN, like if I forward smash him, he's just super dead. Like, this move is absolutely obscene. And again, they never actually nerfed the kill power of this one. It is still just as strong if you boot into Smash Ultimate right now. But what changed about it is the fact that it got about 4 frames more lag. This move used to be so lagless for what it was. Like, you could kind of just do it, like forward tilt. In fact, in combination with forward tilt, because this move was frame 16 on startup, so that's kind of the one weakness it had. Kind of slow startup, I guess. But like you could just do this and forward tilt and kind of do them interchangeably. And like, imagine being at ledge and there's just a Pichu like just doing this, you know? Like, I'm gonna put Mario on stop. So picture Pichu like getting you at ledge and then just doing its moves, having a fun time. Like, this is one of the most horrifying things that Smash Ultimate has seen, honestly. It's just a Pichu doing these 2 moves at ledge. Like, it is horrifying. And yeah, I mean, when you see forward smash in all its glory, you know, I mean, the only bad thing about it being that frame 16 startup, you might think, you know, a reasonably fast, multi-hit, long-lasting smash attack that was safe and also killed super early, and also it was big. How did that end up existing? And to this day, that remains one of the great Smash Ultimate mysteries, alongside questions like, hey, I wonder why they buffed Sonic that one time, and how did they not fix the buffer system yet? Oh my god, it's been over 2 years. So just to get the point across of what it was like in vanilla, I've booted into training mode with Wolf, who is a really good up smash out of shield, and I'm just going to forward smash his block. I've got the patented Sakurai 2-controller method set up, so I'm going to have him shield, F smash it, try to punish me, and nope. It's just completely safe. So, yeah, not a fun move to deal with, especially, again, when you're at ledge, and you're in a position where Pichu can kind of just throw these moves out. So moving on, as I mentioned, Pichu's forward tilt and forward smash are its only two moves that actually got nerfs in terms of properties, besides self-damage, right? Like in terms of damage or frame data. But all of Pichu's electric moves actually got pretty significant nerfs to self-damage. Pichu as a character, obviously supposed to be a glass cannon. You're going to have all these crazy aggressive options, but you also suffer if you do them too much and aren't very accurate, right? You're supposed to die very early and take self-damage. But in early Smash Ultimate, this really wasn't that big of a factor. You can see here, I'll do 5 separate neutral Bs in a row, and I'm not even at 3% yet. It's a slap on the wrist in terms of, the actual self-damage and balancing. So in that May 2019 patch, Pichu's self-damage did get a pretty significant hit. Thunder Jolt does about 0.3% more self-damage, so doesn't sound like too much, but consider the fact that Pichus are spamming like 40 of these every match, and it does add up. And the special moves now deal 1.5% damage total, and a bit more considering the 1v1 damage multiplier, so you can't just chuck these out anymore as freely as you could before. And what I think is pretty important, your up B. In this version, it literally does 0.7% damage to you, so it's not a big deal at all. But in modern Smash Ultimate, it actually does over 2% to you just for recovering, which is a huge deal, considering that Pichu does die super early, even though it has a very small hitbox. And that actually got hit as well. This may be surprising to you because Pichu's obviously still absolutely tiny, but Pichu used to be tinier, at least in terms of hitboxes. This character took a hitbox nerf alongside all the other nerfs, basically making it so the character didn't just dodge as many moves as they did before. Pichu, was basically able to just dodge a bunch of moves that it shouldn't be able to. It was just absolutely a little pancake during a lot of these animations. I mean, if I go into quarter time, you can see during down air, for example, literally a piece of paper down there, this character's landing animations are all obscene, and that got fixed as well. So overall, consider the effect that this patch had on Pichu. Before the patch, you had a character that did very little self-damage, had all these amazing moves that were super safe on block and killed really early, and you could just throw them out. And on top of all that, you have a smaller hurtbox. So it's kind of as if the weakness of dying early is not even there sometimes. You're so hard to hit, and you just don't take very much damage for recovering. I feel like the patch, people say they might have gone a bit too far and neutered Pichu, but I don't know if that's the case. I feel like they really made this character an actual glass cannon with the weaknesses of a glass cannon. Before it was too much. And I love Void. It's really fun to watch him dunk on people with pre-nerf Pichu, but again, I cannot imagine it would be fun to be the actual person getting dunked on. And of course, he doesn't need Pichu to obliterate people, but I just feel like in the hands of somebody who knew how to abuse this character's strengths, this character was too much. And imagine how it would be after this much meta development with F tilt and F smash. You would not survive if you got to ledge against this character. It would be absolutely horrifying. So we have talked about Olimar and Pichu, who are two of the most nerfed characters in Smash Ultimate, but who is the sleeper most nerfed character that I was talking about? Who could possibly be the most nerfed character in Smash Balance patch history? Well, I would have to say that it is Mega Man. And Mega Man's a bit of a weird case. If you look at the patch notes, it doesn't really seem like he got nerfed much at all. Certainly not to the extent of Olimar's crazy smash attack nerfs or Pichu's self-damage increases and weakened F-tilt. But Mega Man, I think once you understand what they did to this character, he starts looking like a character that got absolutely gutted, which is kind of crazy to say because he is still considered by most in the community to be at least a high tier, if not a top tier. He still has so many amazing tools, but the way that Mega Man's special moves interacted with a couple of Ultimate systems early on, it was just too much. He ended up being able to do things that he just shouldn't have been able to do. So first, I want to talk about pellets. If you think about pellets in modern Smash Ultimate, they're an annoying move to deal with, but they're a very well-balanced move. The idea is that he's throwing pellets at you, and they don't do a lot of damage, but they're pretty easy to hit. But what's really important is that even though he can jump away while doing them, he can't just cancel them into anything, right? Mega Man has to wait a little bit after doing a pellet, even if he jumps. He can absolutely not do a pellet and then an attack immediately. And that is by design. There's supposed to be a move that at most gets you like pellet, nair, and knocks them away. But it is absolutely not designed to be a combo starter of any kind. That would be absolutely broken. And luckily, Smash Ultimate is an extremely competently balanced game, and they would absolutely never accidentally make it a combo starter, is what I would say if we lived in a just world. But unfortunately, using what was called a macro cancel, you could actually short hop macro and cancel all of the lag of Mega Man's pellets and then just do anything. Like you could just do anything. And this was most commonly used to combo into Leaf Shield. So check this out. All right, so there we go. I just hit Incineroar with pellets and true comboed it into a Leaf Shield, which did almost 25% damage. You can see why that might be a problem. You have a move that is designed to be extremely safe but unrewarding, and you just magically turn it into something that is highly rewarding. And this is just kind of ridiculous, right? The idea that you could do this. And keep in mind, you don't have to do it into Leaf Shield. You could do it into just anything. You could do it into a forward air. I think it true comboed into forward air if you knew what you were doing. You could do it into any other special move. And there's just so many setups into this. It was obscene. And keep in mind, this wasn't just a combo tool. Lemons are supposed to be something that are balanced by, you have to space them. You have to do them at a distance. And you could literally just, shoot pellets and then, run away. You could approach with the pellets and then cancel them into a Leaf Shield and then retreat. Like that. So it just kind of completely broke pellets, and the only thing that stopped this, in my opinion, from making Mega Man an actual broken character was the fact that players didn't really have a lot of time to mess around with it. It actually got nerfed out of the game in 3.0.0, which happened in April 2019, and it had only been known for a really short period of time. I don't think it was known for more than a couple months at that point. And you could see how Mega Man players could push this technique if they had more time. And that isn't the only thing, the only broken Mega Man tech that got patched out, which is the crazy thing to me. Normally when you're in Leaf Shield, you can't do anything. You can't throw items. You can't do any of that stuff. You're supposed to be locked into Leaf Shield. And yes, you can run away and throw it, which is really good, but you're not supposed to be able to get crazy reward off it and kill people. But as is a common theme with vanilla Mega Man, there was a way around that. If you did a dash skid, see if I can get it here. Yeah, so if you did a dash skid and then threw the item, Mega Man would just throw it, and Leaf Shield would just disappear for some reason. So you have a Leaf Shield on, and then you throw an item. And keep in mind, these things, they confirmed into kills. So I could have Incineroar at let's say 130 or something. Throw down this thing. Leaf Shield. It is hard. I'll give him that. Alright, and if I didn't suck, you could see how that could be a kill confirm. And, Mega Man players are kind of crazy with their inputs. Yeah, there we go. So, that's just a kill confirm out of Leaf Shield. And I don't believe you can combine that with the pellet cancel thing, because you can't do that if you try to do it with a blade in your hand. You'll just you'll end up throwing the blade when you try to do the pellet cancel. You're like that. But still, like, just the fact that you can do that, like throw a blade out of pellets, or you can throw a blade out of leaf shield, and you can cancel pellets into leaf shield, like, it's insane. Mega Man would basically be able to do whatever he wanted to your block, dance around it, and on top of that, he'd be able to get kills out of that for free, essentially. Think about how many times even top players get hit by leaf shield in every given match. It is one of the best moves in the game already. If it had that pre-nerf vanilla cancel factor, that move could be pushed over the edge. And I honestly believe that Mega Man is the most nerfed character in Smash Ultimate history because of that. Even Smash history, probably, in terms of balance patches. Like, it feels kind of weird to say that because, of course, we had Smash 4 Bayo. But if you think about it, like, Smash 4 Bayo, even after all the crazy nerfs that she got, she stayed top tier. Mega Man is still really good, but I kind of feel like Mega Man didn't get the chance to shine with all of his, like, crazy, overpowered vanilla cancel techniques. Because just speaking as a competitive player, like, I don't think I'd ever want to fight that. Especially not a Mega Man who would have, like, 2 years to develop that. Oh, man, that would be awful, like, fighting a Mega Man who really mastered that. And we only saw the beginning. So, you know, as much as I like to hate on Smash Ultimate balance patches and, you know, why did they do this? Why did they buff Sonic? Why did they buff Ness? At the end of the day, they saved us from some absolute monstrosities. We would have had to deal with, you know, Mega Man getting a metal blade, hitting your block with a stray leaf shield, and then suddenly, you know, he just kills you off of it. Like, oh my god, like, can you imagine having to deal with that? That would just be obscene. And it is worth noting that on top of the cancels that they removed on Mega Man, they also nerfed the block damage of Metal Blade and the damage of pellets on Shield. And also they made it so Leaf Shield just has more lag in general, so more startup lag and more ending lag. So, yeah, keep in mind that when Mega Man's doing all this stuff to you, all the cancels, he's dealing with a better version of Leaf Shield anyway. So, I hope I can get across to you, like, just how not okay all of this would have been to keep in the game. It's just so funny to me to see that. So yeah, Mega Man, sleeper, broken top tier that never was. That about wraps it up for my quick look at some of the most broken characters in Vanilla Smash Ultimate. Make sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments if there's any kind of video you want to see. After all, I might just go mad with my miraculous new Smash version controlling powers. Making some more videos, messing with patches, mods, and glitches, while maybe talking about the game's history and balance. So, see you soon, and now, to conclude this video, here's Pichu forward tilting 25 times in 10 seconds.